let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. Fort Minor.
Okay, so the exhaust is starting to take shape. Had to keep that front one pretty tight so that we can get the rear rotor out and past the steering. As the steering box swings around, the pitman arm sort of takes up a bit of real estate there, so that's what we're dodging. Okay, Danny's Corona's on the lift, extractors are out. Find out what's going on there, why they're out. You can see now where Jordan's notched the cross member, so we can keep the extractors up as high as possible. The car sits really low, and we sort of look at the chassis rail there. It's pretty close to the ground, so I want to keep the exhaust up nice and tight. Alright, where are we up to, Jordan?
Final parts, just getting the Weber set up.
Extractors done. The extractors were off.
Now they're back on.
Yeah, what'd you have to do there?
I have to take them off to get the bottom bolt and the intake back on.
Yeah.
All a bit tight in there.
Like my German girlfriend, nice and tight. Okay, the coronavirus is just about wrapped up. Jordan's got the radiator in, oil cooler in, and all the heater hoses are hooked up. Cool thing is, we are going to retain this linkage here from the factory throttle. Now this originally, you press the pedal inside the car, pulls, that cable pulled, and then off of here, it actually went onto the carby. It had a little, some sort of little rubber drive thing, so as you pulled on that, as this went like that, it opened the carby. So we're going to get this to work and pull on the Weber throttle linkage, which we'll just we'll have to make like a long carby linkage, but we'll get all that to work. I think that's pretty cool. Like old stuff like that from time to time. But yeah, Weber's on. The extractors are back on. So we've got one hose to make for the thermostat outlet hose to go to the radiator. And then we can put the under tray back on under there. What else do we need? I think we're just about ready to fire this up, you know. Oh, I've got to get a resistor for the alternator. So I need to get a resistor, hook that to the alternator, and then I think we're just about done on wiring. But this would definitely be ready to crank over. Yep, cranking over. So I'll get that wire sorted and that water neck sorted, and we'll fire this up. Alright, the dash is in the coronavirus. It's a autometer unit that Danny had bought for another project. There you go. Fits like factory. Actually looks really neat in there. I think you'll be pretty happy with that. Alright, so we've had no spark on the Corona, so we haven't really been able to fire it up. We ordered some new igniters for it. They look like they were bad. So yeah, unfortunately we haven't been able to fire it up, but as soon as those igniters come in, I assume it's just going to be a matter of bolting them on and we'll be right to go. The igniters have come in for for Danny's Corona, the coronavirus. So we've bolted them on, and the dash is all finished. Jordan's finished that up, which has come out really, really good. It actually kind of looks almost factory. look, it's a modified item in the car. The car looks completely stock, but it does. I think it really suits the car well. So yeah, I'll turn the camera around and give you a look at that. Now it's an Autometer unit, not something that I've used before. And it's got a couple of different screens that you can choose. I mean, these are all pre-configured sort of things. I think that one's too good. And obviously it shows you everything you need to see. So that's all pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, the igniters are on, so we should be right to fire it up. Well, it's been a long week waiting for some igniters to turn up, so we can finally get the Corona fired up. And now it's fired up and went to take it for its first maiden test drive. Take it up the road, and unfortunately we've got no clutch. The clutch master cylinder is just too small. It's bottomed out in the stroke. I'll put my foot on the pedal. It's yeah, goes all the way to the pedal doesn't even make it to the floor. It's just not enough travel. It's a 5/8 bore, and that works pretty good. All the Mazda ones are actually pretty good. They're a 5/8 bore. I guess they've just got a little bit more stroke, and that isn't a problem with them. But this Toyota one's a fraction too short in its stroke, so it won't be on the dyno today or tomorrow. It's going to have to be next week now. We'll get this clutch master swapped out. Try and find something that isn't too aftermarket, something that sort of looks factory and fits in the spot that is quite tight. It sits in behind the brake booster, so we'll have to measure something up and find something in a little bit larger bore, maybe like 11/16 or a 3/4 bore at the most. I think that'll be more than enough to get the stroke that we need to move that concentric bearing and disengage the clutch. So that's it for this one. I guess you've seen it running. The next one we'll have it on the dyno, get it wrapped up, and then Danny can hit the road and have some fun. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that crap. Doesn't cost you anything, and even drop a comment, helps in the algorithm, and you'll also keep up to date with any of the stuff we've got going on. Some of it you might find informative or exciting, some stuff you might find boring. It is what it is.